Right, and these are some questions with Jimmy Greaves in a taxi, leaving leaving Burger King. Tiring day, Jimmy?
Knackering.
Right, this is for whiteheartpain.com. We've got a few questions for you if you've...
White Heart Pain, yes, okay.
Right, this one's from Spursman, 1961. And it's Jimmy. I know you always rated Bobby Smith and Gilly as your two favourite partners. Appreciating that it's not always easy to compare players from different eras, how do you think you would have fared with Teddy Sheringham at your side? I always thought you two together, both at the top of your game, would have been an absolute joy to behold.
Yes, I wouldn't argue with that. You can't, unfortunately, you can only speculate on whether the partnership would have worked or not, but certainly it would have been a pleasure and a privilege to have played with Teddy Sheringham, but not to be. I mean, lucky sod's younger than me.
Cheers, Jimmy. This one's from Al Granville, and he asks, would you say Gilly was one of the most talented, enigmatic players you ever played with? And he says, as far as I'm concerned, we won the European Cup in '62, as you scored a perfectly legit goal against Benfica in the semi-final with an incompetent ref.
I scored two.
Yeah.
One out there as well, which was even more of a goal than the one at White Hart Lane. Yes, Alan Gilzine, the answer, one word, yes.
Brilliant. This one is from Chris Cornish, which is, with talk of Robbie Keane leaving and Defoe going through a bit of a slump in form, his question is, have you still got your boots?
Yes. The only problem is the old heart and lungs are not there, and everything else has gone as well, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, so not making a Tottenham comeback anytime soon?
No, I can't. I'd love to. I mean, I'd like to come back just for a week's wages.
And this one's from Jonesy, and he says, you were second to none in England, but why didn't things work out in AC Milan?
Well, they didn't work out because I really didn't enjoy it so much out there as I probably should have done. I was very young. I just wanted to come home, really. The football was great. I played for a great team out there, and we won the championship that year, and absolutely superb. But, you know, had I been a bit older, I'd have probably looked at it a little bit differently.
Good stuff. Danny says, do you still keep in touch with Ian St John? And is there any possibility of you two bringing back the old show, even on a one-off basis?
There is no possibility whatsoever of us bringing back the show, mainly because we are politically incorrect. And yes, I still see Ian. In fact, I'm doing a World Cup job with him in a couple of weeks' time. So we still see each other quite a few times each year. We still work together, to be honest, yeah.
And Train Barn says, I'm a cheeky Scot, so forgive me, but do you think England would have won the World Cup in '66 if it had been yourself instead of Jeff Hurst up front?
Nobody really knows what happens. You can only speculate on these things, but it's nice to hear from a Scot who's obviously taking a mild interest in the World Cup for obvious reasons. And I know that all Scots want England to win it. So, thank you very much.
That's Jimmy Greaves for White Hart.
The trouble with Scots is that they say, I want England to win. They hate England with a passion.
Did you?
Scots, yeah. Don't you, mate? Yeah, go on.
See
you, Jimmy.
Jimmy Greaves, whiteheartpain.com. Cheers, Jimmy.